Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, and this week I'm going to be reviewing Charged Up by Craig Petty. Let's have a look. That's right, I am going to be indeed reviewing Charged Up by Craig Petty, but I'm also going to be putting them head to head with another effect on the market called MasterCon by Greg Wilson. Now when I say I put them head to head, there's no controversy here, alright, they're not going to battle. I'm just going to talk about the benefits of both, and then you can decide which one, or if you want both of them, then you can go ahead and do that. So let me look at Charged Up first. Let's start off with that. What do you get in the box? Now both of these are pickpocket effects. This is a very kind of, I say unusual, it's using a kind of a classic secret and really kind of tuned up into credit cards, and I think it's just a fantastic use of it. The packaging is very nice. Very nice. Alakazam always do incredibly well with their packaging. This is like a cardboard envelope-esque thing. You're going to open it up, and inside you have your tutorial link here, and then you've got your 5 cards. Now let me kind of perform this effect for you, show you what it looks like, and then I'll go into detail. So I have these cards here. Now, if I was to try and steal your items, I would get into trouble with the police again. All right, I don't want that. So what I'm now going to do is actually steal my items off you. If I was to just give you my debit card and try and steal it, right, you would feel it between your hands, wouldn't you? Because obviously you'd then be holding on to nothing. So if I put maybe 4 or 5 cards in your hand and remove one, you won't feel it. Right, hopefully you won't feel it. So there is one item that I'm going to steal. The other items are just basically, you know, useless cards to you anyway. The first one is this coffee club card, right? So that's just a loyalty card. The next one is the card that I'm going to steal. This is the debit card. All right, very important. That's the one I'm going to get. Hopefully, this is the kind of like a, I don't know, like a bus or a train card. And then this is my gym card, Jet Fit. And this is a gift card, right? I can't remember how much is on there. I think maybe £20 now, something like that. But anyway, and then we're back to the coffee cup. So there's 5 cards there. So I want you to hold them between your hands, and I give them this to hold between their hands. And so I'm going to try and steal that debit card out of your hands, and hopefully you won't feel it, right? So hold on to them nice and tight. And then I bump into them. And just at that moment, if you look down on the table, the debit card has been taken. No cuts in the camera. The debit card is now on the table or in my pocket, wherever I want it to be. And I then say to them, look, I've taken it. Deal onto my hands the cards. You had 5. The debit card was in there. Deal onto the hands, or onto the table. And they open up their hands, and now they've only got 4 cards. Look, there's the coffee cup. There's the kind of bus thing, the gym card, and the gift card. And there you go. You've managed to take one from between their hands without them feeling it. And there you go. So that is Charged Up. Excellent routine. Yeah, just really clever, and I think is foolproof. You know, it's a very easy routine to perform. That debit card could appear anywhere. You could, pocket it onto someone else. You could maybe use a Z Fold wallet and show the wallet empty, and then suddenly now it's in your pocket, in your wallet, after you bump into them, whatever you want to do. It's a really nice card across effect, or card vanishing. I think card to impossible location. Really, you could do something like that. Your card to impossible location. So it is your belongings. So not as powerful as like a signed card or something like that. But yeah, really easy to perform. The tutorial is only about 30 to 40 minutes long, which I'm thankful for. Okay, I'm very busy. It's difficult to really watch a whole thing when doing product reviews if it's 5 hours long. So Craig kept it concise on this one, which is good. There are some other routines on there, like a kind of a printing card effect, where you got a blank card and they print and a chip appears. You do have to buy that additional card off Amazon or something if you want to do that. I don't particularly love that. I think if you've got a stack of white cards and you're printing one, I think it's like, it can be seen as not obvious, but like when you've got other cards there to print one, It's like it's not as effective as just having the one card and that printing somehow. So that's not necessarily my style. He does do another effect with an envelope where you get them, you show a blank card and put it in an envelope, they sign the envelope, and now that card is now a debit card. The debit card that disappears from their hand appears in that envelope. So that is also, a good routine, but this is the best one. This is the best routine out of the video. Hard hitting, to the point, and really, really easy to perform. So that is Charged Up. It's about £30, I think, on Alakazam's site. Can it be done surrounded? Yes, it can. Is it easy? Yes, it is. It's great, right? And like I say, you can use a Z Fold wallet and other things to kind of enhance that routine. So that's it in its kind of stripped back form. But with a little bit of imagination, you can really take this further, right? So that is Charged Up. I'm now going to do a kind of a comparison against something else that I recently brought, called MasterCon. So let's have a look at MasterCon. This is Greg Wilson's effect. It's been advertised for years up on like Murphy's, I think, and then he's finally brought out maybe about 4 months ago, something like that. On his site, I got this from Monster Magic. This is $51.99, I think, round about the £50 mark, so a lot more. What do you get inside? You get a great box. I love this kind of, they've tried to make it look like a credit card. Welcome to a world without limits, it says. And then under here, you've got Deceptive Worldwide. We hope you destroy audiences as badly as this packaging. I've only just noticed that, but yeah, you get that. So that's what you get in the box. You get this this kind of wallet. Now, this is actually a lovely kind of faux leather wallet. You get these bank cards as well. Now, you actually get 4 cards, and this wallet is a switching wallet. So yeah, I suppose you could use this wallet with Charged Up if you wanted to reveal it appearing in the wallet. So that's actually saying that you could do, because you are going to get both of them, probably, knowing you and your spending habits. So you get these cards. Now, these debit cards, they're kind of worldly vague in terms of countries and things like that. So I've been performing these in England and not had any problem at all with them looking too American or whatever. So you get that, and the routine is basically like a 3-phase pickpocket routine. So you show the cards in the wallet. You put the cards in the wallet. They choose one of these cards to disappear, right, to kind of pickpocket. So you're going to be holding on to the wallet, and they say, okay, I want you to pickpocket the red one, right? And you hold it between your hands, and then now the red one has gone from the wallet and is now in your pocket, and you don't even touch your pocket. And so that actually does get a good reaction. I didn't think it would, but it does. Okay, the next phase is this. You show the red, and let's actually do it. Let me just perform the routine. Okay, it's going to be easier. Let me just perform the routine and show you. So you get this wallet, you get these 2 cards. These can be handed out. I'm going to put them in here. I'm actually going to stand up for this. So I'm going to put them in here into the wallet, and I say to someone, what would you like me to steal? Would you like me to steal, name one, right? They say the red one. Okay, but I'm going to steal the red one. All right. Now, hopefully you won't see it happen. I'm hoping you won't even see me go near the pocket. But it's done. I've just done it. Look, I've stolen the red one. And they look into the wallet, and now there's actually only 1 card there, because the red one is actually now in my pocket. Now, that's the first phase. Now, I can then take the red one, and I can put the red one into my pocket, like so. And I'll show you how quick this is. So I've got the black one here. Watch how quick I am at switching. Look. Just like that, I made them switch places. Now this time, I'm actually going to do it in their pocket. So I give them the red one. It goes into their pocket. Let's imagine this is their pocket. It's gone in their pocket. I've got the black one here. And as I bump into them, I've actually switched it. So now I have the red one, and they have the black. Just like so. So that's the other routine. Now, what I can then do, and this is what I'm saying also that I've done, which I really like, is you can basically clone the credit cards. So if I take them like this and just kind of give them a little kind of rub through the hand, look, I've been able to actually change the red one and make it black, just like the other one, meaning now we've cloned the cards and we're good to go. There you go. So that is that's my routine of MasterCon, and I'm going to talk a little bit of the variations in just a second. But it's so good, right? I bought MasterCon. I wasn't sure what to think of it. I loved it. Then I watched the video and I was disappointed by it. And then I played around with it myself and then I loved it again. So much that I bought 2 of them. And I've never really done that. Never done that. So what do I love about it? I love the fact that these cards look normal, okay? But not only that, I have owned Overdraft by Paul Fowler for years. And it is such a good routine. Overdraft, Paul, you are a legend for thinking of it. It's a fantastic routine. The one thing that MasterCon has over Overdraft is obviously the switching wallet and stuff like that. Yes, that's good. But the thing that I love the most is the fact that the backs of these cards look very similar. Okay, now they're not similar, they're not the same. Okay, there's a few variations, but no one notices those variations until they look closer. And then that strengthens it, the fact that they are different. But the fact that the back designs are very, very similar means that you can do the pickpocketing routines without having to switch in an extra card and things like that. You haven't got to kind of hold them in the hands and then remove one. You're able to basically give them one of them face down and they don't know whether it's red or black. So that's a real advantage to having the back design very, very similar. So that is the advantage of that, and I think I will be performing this over Overdraft, unfortunately, now. Well, not unfortunately, you know, it's an advancement, I think, in the credit card gimmick. Now, what do I do every day? So I have that routine, and I've been performing it at gigs. I literally got it the same day, performed it, you know, the same day, I mean, as when it arrived. It's very easy to do. There is a couple of other routines. There's a credit card Monty routine, which is fine. There's also kind of a credit card roulette thing, which is again fine. The pickpocketing for me is the best routine on there. However, if you buy MasterCon and you own Stand-Up Monty, you can perform the first few stages of Stand-Up Monty with these cards, right? You're going to bring out another black card to do the effect, but you can do it. So just think about that. Watch it again. Stand-Up Monty, you always forget the handling. I know it. I know you very well. You have a spending habit. You're going to buy 2 of these, and you're going to buy, you know, Charged Up as well. I know it. You are, aren't you? Let's be honest. And no, your wife hasn't told me. No, I'm just saying I know what you like. So Stand-Up Monty, like I say, if you rewatch that, you can actually do a fair amount with that, which I think is a better Monty routine than what Greg teaches. But obviously Greg can't teach Stand-Up Monty. It's, you know, it's not his to teach. So it's probably, you know, one of the, they've come up with their own thing. It's fine. It's fine. Craig Petty thinks the Monty on the video is the best thing out of all of them, right? So, you know, I'm not saying it's a bad Monty routine. I just prefer Stand-Up Monty. So that's what you can do. Now, what do I do as an everyday thing? So I've got one set for my gigs, but what do I do as a everyday carry, Ian? I'll tell you what I do as an everyday carry. I will, I sound so aggressive, don't I? I will show you what I carry now. Okay, so I have my MagSite wallet. That's on my iPhone, okay? Inside the MagSite wallet, I carry your bank card with your name on it. Hey, funny, isn't it? And then it leads me into this. So I show them this. Now I just carry 2 cards. That's all I carry, and I show front and back of both. I then go into the whole routine that I just did. Okay, apart from the beginning stage of putting them in the wallet and one of them disappearing. So what I do is I put one of them into my pocket. I quickly switch it. I can do that with just the 2 cards. I then put one of the cards face down into their pocket without them turning it over and seeing. And then I'm able to switch again. I'm then able to do the credit card cloning thing as well, where I kind of push them through like this, and then I'm cloning it. I'm able to do that with just the 2 cards. Can't be inspected, but I can do that with the 2 cards. And then what I then do is I talk about identity theft, identity fraud. And I give them this card, the blank card, the black card, and I get them to make up a new name, a new identity. Let's say they write down Kate, and they're going to write it down, on the mag strip with dry white marker, right? If you know me, you know I like a dry white marker pen. It means I don't have to carry any spare cards. So they write it down. I say, right, this is your new identity. This is your new wallet. Put these in your hands, and they hold them in their hand. And then I make up some kind of security questions. Okay, these are the security questions. What's your favorite food? And they say what their favorite food is. I say, okay, well, do you own any property in Spain? And they say yes. Whatever it is, okay? And then you're able to guess. I think your new identity is Kate. Is that right? Have I stolen your identity? Is that correct? And they say yes, you have. And the reason why is because the MagSite wallet is a peak wallet. So it goes on the back of your phone. You probably heard me talk about this before. I've been harp on about it, don't know. But it's a really, really decent peak wallet where you can show both sides of the wallet. And this stores 4 cards. Now, in this case, I've only got 3. And yeah, it's very comfortable in there. And so now, think about this, right? Charged Up, excellent routine. If you want to make 1 card disappear from within their hands, that's a very good routine to perform, right? Let's say you've got 2 people on stage, you want it to disappear from one hand into another, into their pocket, into their Z Fold wallet, whatever like that. So that's a very good routine and very good, but you do have to carry 5 cards with you to perform it. Now, 2 of those cards you can switch out. So let's say the Jet Set card, the Jet Fit card, and the City Trekker card, you can put your own cards in there, right? But you don't want to use debit cards because then it muddies the effect. So I've done it with my Magic Circle card and my Equity card, right? So you can do that when you're at a gig. But you do have to carry 5 cards with you for a 1 phase effect, okay? This, I'm now, in my wallet, my everyday wallet, I've got rid of the blank cards that MagSite comes with. I don't use them anymore. Because what I now do is I have 2 pickpocket effects, right? I do pickpocket myself, I pickpocket the spectator, I clone the credit card, I make them both the same, and then I steal their new made-up identity, all with these 2 cards and the MagSite wallet. So now I've got a 4-phase routine with just 2 credit cards, and the routine is so varied, there's different skills being given. Boy, oh boy, this is a good effect. Like MasterCon, with those kind of 2 changes I've made, it's brilliant. I really, really love it. So what would am I going to put them head to head? Not really, no, because they're different. They suit different performance situations. If you've got a certain aim in mind, then Charged Up's going to work. If you want a longer pickpocketing phase with multiple phases, MasterCon's going to work. I recommend you buy them both. That's the easiest way. Buy them both. Charged Up, £30. MasterCon, £50. I hope you like the kind of routine changes that I've made. And I think you're going to love it. So there you go. Go out and buy them. You probably get them from Alakazam. You can get them from Monster Magic. Have a look out there. I think if you use the code on the screen here, you can go to Alakazam and you can buy Charged Up and potentially MasterCon for 5% off, I think it is. Makes all the difference. Plus I get 5% of the sale as well, so it helps me stay alive and continue this channel. This was a longer video though than anticipated, so I apologize. It wasn't as concise as my others, but yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see you later. Let me know in the comments what you prefer, whether you own both of them, whether you like the performance of MasterCon, and yeah, get back to me. Thank you very much for watching. Cheers. Bye bye.